Going into freshman year as a 144-pound center, I didn't know if I'd see much playing time.
We had a conversation about what position would help him get on the field the most so that he could contribute to the team and enjoy playing and get on the field. And I said, tell him you're a long snapper.
And here they come at full.
I don't want to say it was a fib. I would just say it might have been a slight exaggeration of the truth.
I knew that it would be a great way for me to get a spot on the team.
He knew how to shotgun snap, and he could turn that into a field goal PAT snap, and gradually got a little bit better with the punts.
You see kids who can sort of do it, and you see professionals do it, and the margin of difference and margin of excellence is very small. It's just in the speed and accuracy.
Most people always say, so your son plays football? And then, oh, what position? And I say long snapper, and they look at me, what's a long snapper? So I literally have to explain during the extra point, during a punt, have to explain what he does.
Finger placement, where you snap the ball, how fast you're going to snap the ball, if you throw your elbows before your hands, if you tuck your head too far, if you look too long after snapping the ball. It's a fine art, really.
I always say if you were to take a ball and throw it between your legs going backwards, could you do it with any ability of skill? And they're like, upside down?
The biggest part, in my opinion, is the mental ability. Nobody knows your name on the field, and if you screw up, everybody's going to know your name on the field. When I was sick as a kid, my mom and my dad, they would help me put my socks on because I couldn't hold things. I couldn't put my socks on like that, or my shoes. I couldn't tie my shoes. And my dad would pick me up and carry me places because I wasn't able to walk without the help of a cane or a wheelchair myself. I didn't know if I was going to be able to walk and have the same life. To see that I'm now a Division I prospect to go play college football and go get a great education, something I'm pretty proud of.
After he had suffered his illness, the fact that we're now here, potentially hopeful that Division I is in his sights, I'm just so proud of what he continues to do every single day.
My mom and my father have been through more than I know most people have at their age, and I know that they're adults, that they can handle that, but it's empowering to see how they handle things day to day. And not every day is perfect. Like long snapping, not everything's perfect.
A warm, beautiful Saturday afternoon at Greenwich High School's Cardinal Stadium.
It was January of 2018. I was getting ready to go to work, and I was getting dressed, and I all of a sudden had some extreme pain in my back. I kept saying to the EMTs that I thought it was a stroke or a heart attack, and not that I knew what either one felt like, but I was convinced. It is really so rare, a stroke of the spine. It's touch and go sometimes. You never know. There are a lot of difficult days, and it's really fortunate that I have a great support system. I have my son, my husband.
It's where we are, not who we are, because that would mean it defines us, but it's where we are. Everybody has challenges. We have our own set of challenges, and we have to figure out how to navigate them, and we do our best when we do that together as a family.
My mom lives every day now like it could be her last. I remember having a conversation with my dad freshman year. We were sitting down on the couch. I think we were watching a Notre Dame game. It was senior day. I asked him straight up, I said, do you think Mom will be able to come out with me on senior day? And he said, I hope so. I really hope so. And so looking forward to this day for 3 to 4 years now.
After realizing that I was going to be paralyzed, and I am paralyzed, and I'm going to live a life in a wheelchair, it really made me look at things in a totally different lens. I was just astonished by the lack of accessibility for those with disabilities, how this world around us is not meant for people like me. And I always try to make that known to our greater town of Greenwich. I try to speak on behalf of and support of so many different things that will support the ADA. And one of the days that really hit me hard was going to see Sean's football game, and it was his freshman year. I would have to watch it behind a link fence, a chain link fence, literally eye level with a pole. But what I miss the most is I wasn't with everybody else that was in the stands behind me who were enjoying this contest, and you felt you weren't part of it. And that's the whole point about making things accessible. It's about inclusivity. It's about making you part of this journey together.
And he has a wide open Konigsberg on the sideline. Touchdown.
This could happen to absolutely anyone at any time. And that's really what made me become so involved with the high school Cardinal Stadium renovation, reconstruction.
She lost the use of half of her body. To see how much she's been through, to see what she can still manage, and the excellence she pursues every day is extremely empowering.
Boone on for the extra point. And of course, Sean Cowie will snap that ball. Rillo to hold, Cowie to snap, and it all works just fine. It is good. 3:22
I would say
to go.
what impresses me most about Sean is just the fine young man he's become. He's actually turning into one of the finer human beings that we know. He's got a tremendous amount of empathy. I think sometimes he doesn't even realize how much empathy he has. And that's probably a byproduct of the challenges he's faced in his young life.
As a mom, you always want to be the caregiver, right? That's what your role is. That's what you've been told all your life. That you're there to nurture and help your family. And for me, this changed it. So I have struggled. I kept saying I have no purpose. And he told me, your purpose is you're my mom. So I just cry a lot about that because he said it because it was all from his heart. Just a superb kid.
The gift of a scholarship, it's a gift to my parents, a small gift in the long road of repaying them for what they've done for me. For them to not have to pay for college, it would take a lot of weight off my family financially. There's no Sean Cowie as most people know me without the help of my parents. And I hope one day I do enough with my life to thank them for the life they've given me.